Hey, I'm Corey Mintz, and everybody loves a BLT, right? Sorry, you may not be familiar with the lingo. BLT is short for bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. And certainly anybody can slap together those ingredients in between two slices of bread. You got a BLT legally. But this week's Fed column is about the time I nearly drowned after eating a really good BLT, or maybe more because I didn't know how to swim, I was in the middle of a lake, I wasn't wearing a life jacket. So I thought, let me show you some tips to make a BLT that is worth dying for. Not that I recommend that. To get some bonus points, flavor off this, I'm gonna make a few incisions on the top of the pork belly. That's gonna help it render as I sear it, which also gives it more flavor. So searing it in the pan, get some color on it, and then I pop it in a pot, maybe with some thyme, whatever's lying around. Use something to cover it so it doesn't float to the surface, stays moist. Pop in the oven at 250, leave it there for 4 hours until a knife, slides in and out. And now it's ready. Store it in the fridge, chill it so I can slice it later. All right, now while the pork belly is firming up in the fridge, let's make some mayonnaise. If you haven't made mayonnaise yourself before, you may not know how easy it is. And if you have, you know what a quantum leap it makes. I hope I'm using quantum leap appropriate. In a nutshell, whisk an egg yolk, Dijon and lemon juice with vegetable oil until it thickens. Season it with salt. Now we're gonna make our bacon happen. First, we'll fry up some strips. You don't need me to explain that, you're smart, like a computer. Then with the pan still hot, and we'll pour off that excess fat, but don't throw that away. Slice the chilled belly, sprinkle a little salt, and fry those in strips until they're browned on each side. Now it's time to get our sandwich house in order. Lettuce, there is some dispute over whether or not we include the rib of lettuce. Let's not relitigate that right now, it's up to you. Tomatoes, nice slices. Don't make them too thick, they'll squeeze out the side. And toast, of course, we've done this recipe before. If you remember season 5, episode 18, you remember how to make toast. The order that you add these to the sandwich absolutely matters. You don't want the tomato on the top or the bottom, or it's gonna sog the bread. Okay, so here's the order. Toast, your homemade mayo, and then lettuce, tomato, the pork belly, the bacon, and the top layer. And that is how you make Corey's fancy BLT. Join me next week when I'm going to be making Corey's fancy boiled water. Do not laugh, it's pretty fancy. Until next week, I'm Fancy Corey Mintz for thestar.com.